All right. Hello, everyone. Things never change. And that was awful. I've decided to, well, I've been inspired to return to this category because I've yet to actually get a good run, and it's kind of been haunting me violently. I've not been too aware of it. If you look at the leaderboards right now, the current world record is a minute or an hour, not a minute, an hour and like 20 something minutes, 22 minutes, I think. And I got a run that was an hour and like 7 minutes, but that had like a bunch of mistakes and a death in it. So I didn't want to submit that run because it was so improvable. It's such a big opportunity to improve that run, but I never was able to do that. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello. I would like to finish this, you know, and get a run that I'm actually happy with. It doesn't need to be crazy fast. It just needs to be clean. No like major mistakes or like huge time losses for no reasons. That is the goal. Did I do that correctly? I did. Try to get the red lizard unlock. It is a bit rough. I don't know. It felt really easy when I did it, but you know, I can't exactly explain why. I mean, if you're struggling, just bring like a bubbleweed or a snail. Honestly, I didn't think of that. If you can get a snail up there, you could literally stun all the leeches if you're struggling with the leeches in particular. You've been introduced to Genshin Impact. No. Get out of there before it's too late. I don't know anything about that game. With the swimming itself. I don't know. I know that when you enter the room with the unlock in it, that little like the little pool at the bottom, that's an air pocket. Right when you come out of the pipe, you will be able to recover your breath. So as long as you can make it down there, you should be able to get the unlock. And it doesn't matter, you don't need to like return, because getting unlocks it saves even if you die. So all you need to do is touch the unlock. Any more advice more specific than that, I don't know. Like attempted it much. That was kind of bad. That makes sense. It's fine. All the big time saves are way later in the run. A few seconds here and there don't really matter too much. Maybe in that case it'd actually be better just to go straight for the unlock. Don't try to recover your breath at all. Now, okay, let me think for a second. It's been a while since I've run this category. I need to remember the route. You start by going up to Pebbles, so you can grab some neurons. I assume that you're going to shelter there because you go down. You want to go back down the wall, right? So enter Pebbles, grab some neurons, shelter, leave Pebbles, go down the wall, and then you want to head to Shoreline. There's one shelter in Moon you want to stay in, or next to Moon, and then you go down to Submerged. Oh, Karma, you suck. He doesn't know I'm here. Nice. Hello, welcome to the stream. Have I used the auto splitter yet? I don't really care. No, I've not used it, and I have not even tried to set it up. But having the auto splitter would just make like RTA time more difficult to get. I mean, like not by much. Like it's still like just like super easy to get the RT, but it's nice. I think it's nice to have like in-game time is the actual time, and then the live split is the like real time. You know. I don't really see a reason to have both of them be the same, since the timer is now fixed anyway. Average scavenger activities. Use auto splitter with real time. Well, I mean, is it hard to press a button? And not bad. Like, oh no, it's Lion Lizard. Nope, it's just blue. Okay, as long as I just want a Deathless run. That's actually the main priority. So I'll take my time here and there. There's a lizard in the way, I will deal with the lizard properly. If you want to use a split, if you want to use splits for like every single individual room, then yeah, I guess you would need an auto splitter, but I don't, like, why would you need to do that? Honestly, just like splits in general, I'm not really a fan of. Like, it's just kind of cluttered. I know some people really like to focus on splits a lot. But, like, keep track of their like sum of bests and like see if they're on gold, or see if they get gold pace, or like, you know, they have like all this customization, and like I just don't care. I'm just playing the game. What matters is playing the game start to finish and seeing what the time is at the end. That is all you need to know. Speedrun. Funny that I've been consistently behind pace the whole time. This is actually kind of bad. It's fine, it's fine. I'll lose like a minute here, and then I'll save like 10 minutes later. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Monk is moving. Yeah, I feel like that's a bug. When a garbage worm picks up like a spear, you drop other items you're holding. It might be for like hunter only though. I'm not sure. There's some specific interaction. Just did that roll wrong. And that blue lizard, he's moving. Now the white lizards are the main concern. They are very passive as monk. But if you ramp directly into them, they will get mad. This is something I need to be careful about. Really. Finally. No white lizards yet. These rocks are going to be very useful. I throw one away. See, he doesn't even care at all. Just, no, might as well, just go on with my day. I think a slug guy just passed by. Oh. This guy, however, doesn't care either. See, they're wonderful. How much food do I need? This is literally enough. Popcorn plant would probably be slower, I feel like. Oh, the movement mistakes are making up for it though. Oh yeah, mushroom. I've heard of that before. You can use a mushroom to make swimming easier. And there's probably be easy to access mushrooms around that area too. Just in garbage waste in general. Oh no, what if there's scavengers on the wall? I shouldn't have to worry about scavengers. Wouldn't be me. It's paced though. It's not looking great. That wasn't the goal anyway. That is the goal. That's the whole point of this weekend. That was bad. Hey, this is the right song. Okay, I'm slowly losing time every split. We're not gonna worry about it. I don't even know what was slow about this split. It felt pretty good to me. What was slow about this? I guess the wall pounce is right. Trying to climb up that one or do like the thing after orb skip. That was pretty slow. I was just trying to warm up. Yeah, warm up run. I consider doing like a practice run before this, but just one like full monk run takes like an hour, so I'd only have like 2 more runs worth of time left for the stream. Believer, put in your predictions on Twitch. I don't have that set up. I can't even set it up if I wanted to. Not like I would ever encourage any form of gambling. Did I set the language to Chinese? I think I might have. I was thinking, I just remembered it. Or I was just reminded of it just now, but I think Chinese might be faster for monk. What language do you speak, Pebbles? English. Okay. Well, if I die, I'll set it to Chinese, and maybe that will save like a little bit of time for free. Because this is one of the few runs where you actually have to wait through the dialogue. He actually moved over to Twitch. Slot? What if I just try to type it anyway? No. No option for it. You know, it's quite unfortunate that we can't actually hear editors talk in speedruns. Because he just gives you the mark instantly. And that was kind of slow. No gambling, this is so sad. Okay, 1. I need to bring 2 neurons. Got him, and we're just gonna go. That was kind of fast, actually. 20-pound artificer, nice. That's respectable. That was actually the previous world record for a long time. It was around a 25. Yeah, this is a very sudden shift with this threat theme. Also, I think a slight optimization for this part of the run is to eat enough food to be able to swallow a neuron, and then you can turbo boost along the tunnel. I just didn't have enough food for that in advance. And I almost messed that up, but there's a pole there. Because I stabbed the spear into the floor, that's why. Hey, I think anyone can always get world record eventually. If you dedicated 3 years of your life to practicing and attempting runs, yeah, you'll get it. I'd almost guarantee it. If you had 3 years to spare. You probably, if you have some amount of experience already, it would probably take less than 3 years. But that is the like upper bound. Also, I just made that up right now. Maybe just 1 year of practice would be enough. I mean, I only spent like a year of practice for my speedrunning journey. From when I started like Rivet the speedruns to the world records that I got recently, that's probably been roughly a year since I started those attempts. Okay, I've actually saved a lot of time. Probably just because I picked up the neurons faster. That's my guess. Hello, welcome to the stream. People go along with it. Yeah, I should just make things up more often. Oops. What is the quote? That one, I mean, like, would people really go and do something like that? You just need to record the run. Actually, I don't even know if you need to record the run. I think there's a specific requirement where, like, if you are... Oh, no. And that's the neuron is fine. I'm not, though. I think for, like, a... Oh, shoot. Is the neuron fine? Did it actually fall too far? Well, damn. Is it like right here? No, it wouldn't be here. That's unfortunate. I didn't think I think that'd be a problem. It looked like it didn't really go that far. Did it go that? I need to check the video. Yeah, I guess it did. Hmm. That's unfortunate. Hello, welcome to the stream. I just lost a run. Actually, I'm gonna check the rules for this. Okay, you should just record a video of the run for submission. Gonna do one of these runs. Well, good luck. Oh, right. Thank you. I will try that. Yes, Monk's story percent is bringing 2 neurons and a cloak to Moon, and then going to Outer Expanse. I think Chinese saves time for Monk. I'm doing it. Is this the correct 80% movement? I have no idea. There's like 100 different ways to do that room. Wow, I'm so good at the game. I know how to do one room in 80%. I actually reached it. Unprecedented. Doing that on the first try. Oops, nice turnaround. Also, that was probably unnecessary. Sphere Master is worse. Oh shoot, that's annoying. Not a huge time loss, but it's just like I have to pay attention to Karma Caching now. I should eat in the fruit. Malt Moon is dead. So sad. Just make sure that you're not on the side with the brute. Like the shelter, yeah, it's way worse in vanilla. The shelter is tiny. And you can actually lose a lot of time if you mess it up, which is usually never a problem. Like messing up karma caching is just not like really a thing. But if you're just like not paying attention, it might happen. Which is, I mean, here's me messing it up right now. So I didn't eat the fruit. Also, to continue with what I was talking about earlier, a lot of people stream speedruns just because it kind of makes it easier. For a few reasons. One is that the VOD of the stream is saved. Anyway, I mean, I don't rely on that because my internet sucks. Like, some of the time, who knows how it works. But if your streams are like stable, you can probably just like save the VOD and use that to submit, or like make a highlight on Twitch. That's a pretty easy thing to do. Like stream on Twitch, make a highlight and submit that as your video. Another reason is that it helps with staying focused on the speedrun. This probably depends on the person, but I'm very bad at like doing one thing. Which I guess when I'm streaming, I'm not just doing one thing, right? I'm also like talking to chat. Like, I cannot like sit down and just like attempt a speedrun for like 3 hours. I could never do that. But when you're streaming, you're kind of like forcing yourself to do it for some amount of time. I mean, of course, you can end the stream whenever you want, but usually you want to kind of stick to the schedule, right? So it's like, okay, for the next 3 hours, I'm going to be attempting this speedrun. Like, it kind of like keeps you accountable. Because without it, you could just say, you know, I'll take a break now and I'll go do something else for a bit, and then you like never come back to the run. Can't focus on speedruns in stream. Sometimes that's true, but sometimes I think it doesn't matter too much. If you're going for like, well, I mean, even in like some Rivulet runs, I feel like I've been able to get good times even on stream. It's just you need to know when to like focus on the game and when to focus on the stream. If you're doing the very beginning of the run, where you're very familiar with the movement, you may not need to focus too much on like commentary, or on you can focus on commentary. You don't need to like focus on the game because you're very familiar with it. It's all muscle memory. But when you're like at the end of a run, on like good pace, you know, like, okay, shut up and just like focus on going fast. That's an EI hop of all time. It's so peaceful, being monk. It's nice. See, that guy, he does not care at all. Now that guy, he cares. He's hungry. Actually saving time on a split. No way. Apparently my splits for this are really good. Although like this was probably like one like messed up EI hop away from a gold split. Should a bit of drainage unlock. Yeah, that probably. I mean, where are kelp the most? Probably shoreline, honestly. Close to the like entrance to shaded. There's a lot of monster kelp there. I think that blue lizard wasn't carrying a scavenger, or it would have all been over. Forbidden lettuce. For Spearmaster, yes. Although it's more of like a smoothie for Spearmaster. I wonder what the ideal number of hops you should do after an AI hop is. I guess it depends on how many items you have. But if you, let's say you have infinite items, I guess you should just do like back-to-back AI hops constantly, right? But is there, maybe there's a point where like if you do too many jumps in a row, it is now slower than if you were to just do like slide pounces or something. I guess that's probably something important to know. You could do like two hops and then like slide pounces after that. Two usually. Yeah, that feels like pretty natural. I have not been feeling very confident with my AI hops recently. Don't just assume that you can like. You don't assume that you'll always get better at it. That's how it feels like for me. Yeah, I did the slide pounce like, and then I realized that it might be bad. Yo. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone. I'm speedrunning Rain World. Doing monk story percents. That's not actually a category that I do often. But I'm trying to finish a run deathless. That's the main goal right now. White Lizard, they're chill. Hope your stream went well. I think it was Hollow Knight, right? At that point, I don't know if it's faster to go backwards. Hollow Knight Grand again. Hope that goes well. Oh! They can still be a problem. Like, why did that jump? Why was that jump so weak? I might be saved. I would take that if I got saved. There is a... Oh gosh, this is gonna be a mess. I can't die to Lizard Bites, by the way. Special ability for Monk. And he sucks. Why are the scavengers in the room with acid? That's a great question. Why is there any creature in a region full of acid? Doesn't seem very hospitable to life. Okay, I think I'm just dead. Cool. Did not see that lizard at all. I need to look back and actually see if you can tell that it's there. It blended in very well with the background. That's a very good spot for a white. Wow. I was wondering what Rain World speedruns would look like. Well, this... Okay, the movement that I'm going to do in these few rooms is probably more representative of what the average speedrun looks like. Because these rooms, of course, they're at the very start of the run, so you go through these rooms in like 80% and probably percent, some of the more common categories. So this is actually like optimized movement here. But this is a category that was only added in the DLC, so there's some areas that are more like unfamiliar. How's it really been? I improved the world record by about 40 seconds, so yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. And that run sucks. That run is so bad. It can be improved probably by another 40 seconds. Maybe that's too much, but the sum of bests is about a minute faster. Eat the food. I think I ate it in time. No, I didn't. Is it on YouTube? No, it's just check the, I think it was the last review of the stream that I did. If you check that VOD. I don't know if you actually want to watch the run though, because it's gonna look awful. It looks like it's an awful run, and then it has a really good time at the end somehow. I'm still a little bit confused by it, honestly. Hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I have not been looking at YouTube chat. Hello, welcome to the stream. Karma caching, my favorite activity. For Monk, you need to remember to karma cache one more time once you reach max karma, so you can get a passage. Although I haven't actually tested how much time the passages save, or if there's a route that doesn't use the passages that could be faster. Because the first passage you want to use when you get the cloak, you passage back to Shoreline, and then you can immediately bring the cloak and neurons back to Moon. And then once you do that, you then spend the next passage to go back to Outskirts, and then head down to Drainage, then Subterranean, then Outer Expanse. That's where the run ends. Hello, welcome to the stream. Congratulations on existing. But in Shoreline, oh nice. In Shoreline, of course, there's a path directly to Subterranean. So maybe if you just went from Shoreline to Sub to Outer Expanse, maybe that's actually faster. Although it's kind of hard to see that being faster, considering that you're on the opposite side of Shoreline, and then you'd be on the opposite side of Subterranean. If you passage to Outskirts, you're quite close to Drainage, and then Drainage is pretty fast, and then you're like halfway through. At that point, you're like halfway through Subterranean. Is there a mod that makes deleting saves faster? Okay, probably wouldn't be allowed in speedruns. But also, why would you want that in the first place? You don't need to like delete your save every run, except for Monk actually. This is actually the one category where you do have to reset the game, because the cloak does not respawn if you take it in one run. But even then, you only need to reset the game if you get a run that makes it all the way to the cloak, which I've not even done yet. You are awful. And you're gonna want to go through the pipe. Nice, thank you. And that is an egg bug. I love all the egg bugs in Industrial for Monk. It feels way more natural to not have like 20 lizards. Hello, welcome to Twitch. Restarting a save? I mean, it doesn't take that long. But no, if there was a mod that does that, it would not be allowed. So hold up, I'm very distracted right now. I'm gonna focus on the run for a little bit. Oh, that's an interesting question. How developed is the speedrunning scene for this game? It is very spread out. There are like 100 categories, because there's 9 characters. Each character has a story percent run. Some of them have a pebble percent run and then 100% run. Some runs are unique to certain characters, like Food Quest or what else? I don't know. There's a lot of different runs. Some of the most optimized ones are Pebble percent and any percent, which were pretty common categories before the DLC. Hunter all objectives / Hunter story percent. The Rivulet's story percent run's pretty good. The Artificer story percent run is like okay. It's not like awfully optimized. Like any percent and Rivulet story I think are the most optimized runs at the moment. Yeah, there's also score runners. That's like an entirely different side of the game. Specifically playing Hunter's campaign to go for score, which means like killing creatures, getting achievements. There's also like just movement players, which there's a subsection of the community that just like looks at movement. I don't even know what they do, honestly. But the movement system in this game is very interesting. And some people just look at movement and they don't even do speedruns. It's very interesting. Saint story percent, yeah, that's pretty good too. My current run on Saint has a lot of mistakes in it. Like the route is optimized, but the actual run is not too great. It has a death in it too, which loses like 30 seconds. Yeah, maybe Saint's story could get to the point where you are optimizing like when to grapple onto things, because that is very improvised. If you like were to route it out so that you were like swing on this specific tile for this long and then swing to this block, and so, you know, if you were to like route out every single individual swing, you know, that would be extremely difficult because it is very chaotic type of movements. But I think that kind of thing, that's why I like to say that Saint has an incredibly high skill ceiling, just because you can keep improving your grapple movements. Because if you're on like flat ground as any other character, you can do like slide pounces or extended slides and whatever. And yeah, I guess doing like repeated DI hops are really difficult, so that's a pretty high skill ceiling too. But outside of like the best case scenario, the movement that you can do is kind of limited. But for Saint, like if you're able to like avoid obstacles and like keep up building momentum with the swings, you can build up a crazy amount of speed. Yeah, I would love to see a task of Saint, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Just tools don't really exist for it. Legacy target trolls, maybe I've heard about that. I don't really know what that means though. The fact that you can do that. I picked up that Batfly for like 1 frame. This movement was way better. Also, I forgot to eat food. I probably should do that, huh? Oh, don't do that. I want to run Saint more too. It's actually a fun category. And it might be a little bit better after the patch in terms of Miros Vultures. Although I feel like it's not going to make a huge difference. But I'm very spread out at the moment. I probably am not going to... I don't really know how I should approach it, because I've been focusing a lot on the Rivulet story, and I kind of want to keep improving that still. Of course, I still have to finish a Spear Master run. I'm doing monk right now. It's like, oh, I might as well also do monk, and maybe I'll like do some hunter runs too. Who knows? Eeks are different. I don't know if they're faster. I feel like they're roughly the same speed. Because Yeeks don't actually give you any speed, they just give you heights. So, like, moving with a Yeek is the same as moving normally. In terms of just how fast you can move. I think they are more consistent now. I'm gonna do this. This might be a weird idea. I'm gonna do this. And just get food later. I mean, when am I sheltering next? I guess in Shoreline, right? There's plenty of food in Shoreline. Or in Shaded. Okay, I know where I'm gonna get food. In the Shaded gate right before Shoreline, there is a bunch of blue fruit. I will eat that. And then I don't think you need to shelter at any point after that in the run. It's just the passages. Actually, I think there's one shelter when you're moving from outskirts to outer expanse, because that's quite a long journey to make in one cycle. Nice. Alright, Chinese pebbles. The reason I eat it before is so that I can store one of the neurons in my stomach, and then I can have a hand opened for throw boosting. Ideally, I think you would find a place to eat so that you don't have to wait for the popcorn. Can you do a wall husband holding a geek? Yes, you can. I've not found a place where that's useful, though. And you can't, like, do throw boosts or, like, pounces, which are usually the ways that you start a wall pounce. So I'm looking for a short line of dialogue and then another short line of dialogue, and that's when I jump. It should be right now. Nice. I made sure to figure that out before I started runs. Get back here. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but I feel like it's always just completely random if you can get the neurons or not. Yeah, Chinese is actually like a lot faster. Okay, I'm just kind of flailing around right now. Yeah, I think in the Spearmaster run, it's where it saves the most time. Monk has a little bit of dialogue with Pebbles and Moon, but it's not as much. But any amount of dialogue would, you know, it saves time to be in Chinese. Nice. Okay, that took a while, but we got it eventually. Oh, that was dangerous. You can't really spam grab, or else you'll switch hands and potentially throw the neuron. Chinese players read so fast. I have a feeling that they don't. I think that the dialogue probably should be a bit slower if it actually wants to be readable. Honestly, dialogue in general could be slower. because I see a lot of players have to pause to read dialogue. I mean, it's nice that they have the option to pause if they want to like to really think about the dialogue, or if it's quite complicated, like some of the Pearl dialogue with the moon. That was quite the yapper. I'm actually surprised that this is this much faster. I guess that's because I was in Chinese, even though it took a super long time to get the neurons. That's crazy. Okay, so main objective, don't drop the neuron. Next objective, don't die, and then go fast. Those are that's the priority list. Spear Master flashback. I don't know, are you the one actually running Spear Master? Usually I like to switch around the order of them so that it's go fast, and then like don't die as like maybe a few after that. It's actually usually a pretty low priority. Especially for a category like Ruby Lids. Also, I totally failed my first priority. Twice. That lets neurons follow you. That'd be kind of cool. As long as they were like very consistent at following you and not like they could fall behind. Like if they were just maybe you should just like run too far away from them, they would just teleport to you, or if you go through a pipe. Because it's like if they just kind of got lost. But it would be a cool effect. To see them just like floating around. Or honestly, that could be its own like subcat or / playable character, because it would be like a robot with neurons following you to like keep you alive. Mobile iterator design. Maybe you'd start with like 3 neurons, and then you could really. Time to steal it. Hey, I'm never gonna actually make a mod, so steal all the ideas that I have. Why not? It means that they might actually be made into something. He's taking so long. I mean, there's like some Orsons in that room. I'm not gonna be saved. That's why did I do that? That's my main question. Why did I not just like wait or something? Or like throw the rock at the blue lizard first and then run past it? You know, that'd probably work out better. Also, this movement, this is not a good movement anymore. Pup daycare in the depths so you don't need to leave them in filtration. That's a good idea. So in all of your hunter runs, when you're going to the depths, you don't need to leave behind your slug pup. But we know that that's the origin story of a new character, where that slug pup learns to survive in the challenging environments of filtration system and subterranean. I don't know why I tried to like do that. I don't know what to do here, honestly. I know the survivor movement, but not the monk movement because you don't need as much food. Leave them with the guardians. Nothing wrong will happen to them. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, Vulture. Okay, that's actually interesting. I think that live vultures definitely, it's harder to demask them, for sure. I think actually it's the hitbox of the mask itself that will deflect spears. I think that hitbox goes away, or hurtbox, I guess. I think that goes away when they are dead, because it's like super easy just to hit them directly to demask them when they're dead. But you know, when they're alive, of course, the spear just bounces off. Hello, welcome to the stream. Why are there so many new people today? Is it because the title is a bit funny? Clickbait title. It actually works. I'm just playing Monk. They're like the least interesting character to speedrun. Which actually makes them more fun to speedrun because it's not like painful. Like maybe you enjoy watching people suffer, and Speedmaster Sword is your favorite category. Not as painful as Pain Cat. Like, I'm not gonna argue with that, but there's no reason to play that character anyway. Whereas Spearmaster is like one of the main characters in the DLC, not like just some like thing on the side that no one should care about. I need to remember to bring a spear to this room. When is someone gonna run true MSC percent? Look, there's only like 3 people total who have run MSC percent at all. Like around a year after the DLC released in the first place, so you know, I think we should increase the reasons for people to run MSC instead of increasing the reasons they should avoid it completely. That's why I need a spear in this room. So I messed this up. Supposed to jump on the other side. 10 tile vault. True. I can't imagine wanting to learn how to crawl turn vaults over learning how to do the flip off of the pole. Like 10 times easier. Karmas are funny. No, the egg bug, my friend. fellow weak creature. I see any percent. I hope you like the depths. Yep. That sounds like a lot of fun, and it has so much variety. You do so many different things. And one of the runs would just be a 30% run. Which should be Saint. Saint any percent is very similar to Saint's story. What are all of the any percent runs? Gourmand is kind of interesting because you use the Singularity Bomb on the Guardians. What is Artificer? I feel like Artificer would be like really different. How do you skip the Guardians for that one? It's just a regular like Hazer distraction. That actually kind of sounds like an interesting run. I don't know if I've seen anyone do it though. Rivulet any percent is kind of funny now, but it's a pretty like generic. It's a little bit faster though because you already start in drainage as Riv. As Spearmaster, I'm pretty sure it's just exactly the same as like Survivors because you basically start in the same place. And then Saint, of course, is basically the 30% run because the depth is completely different. Hello, lizard. Please move out of the way. They're gonna follow me. Oh boy. Nothing's here. Nothing's there. Oh man, that was rough for that guy. Survivor doesn't have a story percent. They have intended percent or Pebbles. Actually, probably intended percent is like the most. Intended or Pebbles is like the most story for Survivor. Or Outer Expanse percent, which is probably not the right. Well, I guess so. I guess I could count that one too. Oh, I guess, yeah, that's one where you can bring 2 pups, because that's technically, like, the canon ending. Because for Monk, you see the pups there. Or am I making that up? Okay, back to losing time again. And then he dropped them down the pipe. Yeah, there's ways to RNG manipulation. There's consistent setups for getting the slug pups to spawn. Just like if you just sleep in a shelter at a specific time. I wonder if that still works after the patch. I don't imagine that's been changed, but it could be. It's worth testing. I think they're talking about the rain. If it starts raining when you're on the wall, then you get pushed down. Even though the rain, like, isn't lethal. It's actually not too bad as Artificer, because at least you have the double jumps. Or Rivulets, but for Hunter, it's possible, but, like, extremely difficult. And then for Survivor, I'm pretty sure it's not possible at all. Did they fix the wall rain? What do you mean by fix? What would that imply? That the rain doesn't affect you at all in this room? Still the thing. Right here in this spot, the rain at this point will push you down a little bit, but it won't be lethal. So climbing up these poles specifically right here, that's like very difficult with the rain push down. For some of the characters with more mobility, it's easier to do, but it can still be like inconsistent. What I found that actually works the best is to hold up constantly when you're on the poles, and that means that you will never be pushed off of the pole. You'll always hold on to it, and then in order to climb up the poles, you will just need to press jump. Maybe some people already do that. I always press up several times to climb up a pole. I should eat these too. I always press up to climb up the pole, but I guess if you press jump, then that's not a problem for you. What is this white lizard doing? Nothing. I need a spear. There's not even a spear up there. There's usually one that spawns in this little area to the side. I would go out of my way to get a spear if I see one at this point. I don't know about this. Vault time? I'm not gonna... Okay. There's a spear. I'm saved. The only spear in this entire area. Right where I need it to be. How convenient. What are you doing up here? What? There's just an overseer just floating on nothing. I've never seen that before. That's funny. Ooh, nice entrance. Let's see if I get a bunch of time save again with Chinese. What? A game mechanic not being real? Shoot, I'm bad at language. A game mechanic being unrealistic. That's crazy. Okay, I can actually like breathe for a second now. Even I can't propel myself 20 feet into the air by bashing your head into the wall. Yeah, unfortunately, that just doesn't work. Music is still here. It just this is a slow start. Just felt like skipping that song, honestly. Yes. Nice. And let's just get out of here. That was a bad jump, too. Okay, well, getting the neurons quickly is more important than fast movement through this room. This might actually save a lot of time. Never mind. I'm bad. I think this is still good. Oh, did I hit the trigger for the gravity changing before the camera transitioned? I think I started falling before the screen changed. I kind of assumed that the gravity was just tied to the camera in this room. Okay, I need to not be a clown on the wall. Hello, welcome to the stream. Don't eat the neuron. I know it looks tasty and it will make you glow, but now is not the time for that. There's actually plenty of neurons we can eat later. Why do I suck at that? I should practice the wall again. I practiced it way back when I did the journey challenge. Like more than a year ago. Like I need to figure out how to go down the wall quickly, but I've just kind of like never practiced it since then. Okay, white lizard. There were two of them, by the way. Dude. Can I get down the wall one time? So I've died going down the wall 3 times so far. Although one of them wasn't a death, but I lost the neurons, so I had to restart. That's like not even a very difficult area. It's the wall as the monk. And you're going down. The slams are easy. They... Like, at least it's not hunter spawns, you know. I'm glad about that. I did this wrong. Also, hold up. Stop being a clown. Let's just try this again. Would you rather be monk with no mask or hunter with a mask but no mask? I mean, hunter with a mask, with a king vulture mask, lizards are not an issue at all. So probably that. With a regular mask, though, there are situations where a cyan lizard can get you. And that also takes up a hand that you could use to like throw boosts and such. But throw boosts on the wall aren't very useful, other than for like an orb skip. This run is longer than Spearmaster. Yes, but only by a little bit, actually. I think it can be optimized to the point where it's somewhat close. I think overall it ends up being slower. Okay, that was a little bit better. Yeah, Chinese is... I'm pretty sure it's just always faster whenever there's dialogue in a run. Technically, the fastest way to get through dialogue is to pause the game while the dialogue is scrolling, so that the timer is paused, but then the timer or the dialogue will continue at the same speed. Although, I asked Tilbrones about it, and he said that it wasn't allowed, so I wouldn't recommend actually doing that in runs. But it does work, I think. Oh, see it. Thanks for stopping by. I realized something about Ranrold's movements recently. Most, or pretty much every technique that you use for building speed requires that you be touching the ground. And that's probably not too unusual. And there are throw boosts, so you can gain speed midair. But a lot of the movement is just based on pushing off the ground, like doing slides, doing extended slides, roll pounces, and like such. All that movement, you have to be on the ground. I think that makes it feel more natural. It's like you're actually like kicking off the floor to build up speed. It's not like you have like a dash, like you just press the dash button, you move faster, or like a dive, you know. Isn't the movement document like super outdated at this point? Like there's some other place for all the movement documentation. Like 2 years out of date. I think it'd be nice for there to be a very accessible movement, or like a movement guide that actually highlights what movement tech is actually useful in runs, or just casually. I feel like so much of the movement doc is like random, like task-only tech that no one is actually going to use. Like, there's actually a surprising amount of frame perfect tech on the on that movement doc. And I guess some of it is useful eventually, like EI hops, crawl turn vaults, and I guess technically instant slide pounces in the depth, which I like using. I don't even think that's what they're called, but the one where you like do a slide bounce but you jump at the very first frame. That is called the crawl turn wall climb, I think. I might have just made that name up, by the way. It's a crawl turn something, but you don't actually clip into the wall. It's a property of like your physics when you're turning around from a crawl. Like hugging a wall prevents you from switching sides, so you just kind of are permanently in the state of like trying to like flip over. I think that's how it works, roughly. I think how this guy always falls down, trying to like spit at me. I appreciate his consistency. Deathless Artificer run nice. Whoa, that was a boost. Kind of boost that you get on the wall in that one spot. Any music playing, only a little bit behind schedule. Oops. If they patched crawl turns, speedrunners would have nothing. I think we would still have a lot. Like this tech right here is like the only thing that I actually use crawl turns for in most cases. And that's just to get a slightly higher jump that you can also do with an up throw. It would be the movement players that wouldn't have anything left. They love the crawl turn whatevers. Also, Spearmaster 1 spear percent players would be in shambles too. By the way, you could do a pole hop right there. And I've never seen anyone else do that. And it feels like the fastest option in this room. I've not been getting good luck with these lizards in this room. Like, even if it was a white lizard, it wouldn't be very aggressive. I could probably just do movement as normal. I did it. I did the pole hop. It's been like a month since I've done that. Probably more than a month, actually. I try to do it every single time, and I've messed it up so much recently. I don't know why. Is there a white lizard there? I think there might be a white lizard there, and I just didn't notice at all. Okay, stop, slow down for a second. Now the goal today is is to finish a run, and I've totally failed that so far. In one of the easier parts of the run for no reason, so I would like to fix that. It's been pretty consistent getting to Pebbles. In fact, every single part of the run has been very consistent so far, except for like the minor time loss here and there. But going down the wall, impossible. I mean, I did say in the title of the stream that this is impossible, so you know, maybe I set myself up for failure. Yep, story percent for Monk is about bringing stuff to Moon. So you go to Pebbles to get neurons. You need to bring two neurons and then going to Submerge for the cloak. It counts as story percent. I was not looking at the screen. It counts as story percent because as rivulets, Moon has more neurons and the cloak. So it's assumed that a Monk is the one to go and do those things. Goodness, that was painful. Also, it'd be funny if they added a new character that was just like their whole goal was to bring this stuff to Moon, and it turns out that they were the one to do it all and not Monk. This was kind of slow. Nothing here. Moves over tier 7 images of the Monk bringing neurons. There you go. It's confirmed. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. Also, I forgot to eat the fruit, whatever. I'll just get the popcorn plant. It's not a huge deal. I collided with the pole plant there. That's funny. Oh no, are they actually chasing me? No, we're good. They would never. I feel like if they were to try to add another character to like fit in with the story, it would have to be kind of like Gourmand or Artificer, where they're more of like a side story with their own like self-contained journey that doesn't really impact anything else. I guess Artificer kind of has a big impact, right? Killing so many scavengers, but Gourmand, like what does Gourmand do? I guess every character has an impact, but they're not related to the iterators. It's not like River that's bringing the refactions of the Moon. Or, you know, whatever Saint does. Could be after Saints. That would be a completely different game. New ecosystem, new environments. An Artificer Part 2. I'm thinking a Spearmaster Part 2, and I know that I'd like to dunk on Spearmaster all the time. But like half of the problem with Spearmaster is the Pearl, so after you deliver the Pearl, you'd head back to 7 Red Suns, and that could be an interesting campaign. I think it's quite strange that you go from delivering the Pearl to Sky Islands to suddenly you're at seven Red Suns. We just skipped that entire part of the journey, but it technically happened. We just couldn't see it or play the game or do anything. Oh, this is a slow split. All because of the wall movements. Ouch. I disagree. I think it's going to be the orange lizards. They're going to take over. We're underestimating them. Like, oh, it's going to be the scavengers. They're gonna be the next intelligent civilization. No. It has to be the orange lizards. Or maybe there's like a 2% chance of it being the Senate wings instead. Ow. Is these scavengers playable? Well, they are actually in Safari, but they don't control very well. They are definitely not designed to be a playable character. None of the creatures are in Safari mode. That's how they're gonna build things. They'll be specialized. Some orange lizards will be good at building. Some will be regular lizards. Dive controls were improved a bit. They really do that. Gotta play Safari then, huh? Visible jaw. Yeah, Pebbles. I've already heard this all. I'm actually a time traveler. I will predict your every move. This guy thinks he's so smart, but he's actually just a video game character with predefined lines of dialogue that will never change. Honestly, the biggest problem with... I'm gonna avoid spoilers here. Biggest problem with games like, whoops. Like DDLC and One Shot. Like, we're supposed to believe that these characters are real, but of course they aren't. And they're still gonna have the same dialogue. Maybe if they had, like, several lines of dialogue that could be picked randomly, they'd feel a lot more natural. But you can never, like, escape the illusion that, you can never escape the idea that a character is still just a video game character, even if the whole point of the story is that they're actually like one of the real characters. Or one of the real like people in a sea of just like generic video game characters. Not generic, but you get the idea. Oh. AI. Maybe. That'd actually be kind of messed up. To use like a very... Ooh, this is a bad split. Using a very intelligent AI as one of the characters in the game that are trapped and they're aware of the fact that they're trapped in the game, interacting with... Like, that's kind of messed up, man. I guess that's kind of the point, that these characters are trapped and that they want to escape. But to like make that on purpose, I guess we'd like, it's kind of impossible to tell how like real an AI is, because they're very good at making natural sounding language, right? But maybe that's all they're doing. You know, let's actually stay away from that debate for now. Where'd I die the most in Speeding Artificer? Definitely Metropolis. Damn, Monk takes fall. Does Monk take extra fall damage? But that's not usually a problem. Definitely Metropolis. Like, if you can get the Mask and Garbage Wastes, the rest of the run is pretty smooth. There were a lot of deaths to King Vultures and Chimney Canopy. Goodness. But most of the time, making it to Metropolis was one challenge, and then the rest of it was getting it through Metropolis. Tons of death to the scavenger toll, to the chieftain, and to just random other scavengers kind of scattered around the region. Speaking of Metropolis. Okay. I made it past the wall. Hopefully. I mean, there could be like a lizard in the next room. I tried to do an EI hop, if you can believe me. Also, what's your strategy for the very end of Metropolis? Do you go for the like just focus strategy of like running straight through the toll and hoping that you don't get sniped from off screen? That was my strategy. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but it is the fastest, technically. Damn, that white lizard was getting out of there. Okay, I need to spend a moment to think of what the route actually is. I need to go to Industrial and to Shaded, right? Just go across Shaded to Shoreline, go to that shelter, drop off the neurons, then go down into Submerge. Make sure to grab the bubble weed too. That's important. Okay, I think I know the routes. I should know the route. I've ran this category before. You had the same idea I did. I thought I was the King Vulture for a second. I was very, very worried. We're good. Oh, I don't know why I'm saving time here. Jump, throw a bomb, and spear. Wait a second, and those scavengers run. Okay, I think using a grenade is a very good idea. Because if there's like scavengers that are holding explosives, they'll kind of set up a chain reaction and deal with a ton of them all at once. It's probably also a good idea to learn specific setups for like where you should throw spears so that you can hit off-screen scavengers, specifically around the areas that they tend to spawn. So that like you just kind of throw a spear blindly across the room and just hope that there's like or just like have a decent chance of hitting a scavenger, you know, while they spawn in. Or another strategy is to try to run as fast as possible immediately, because the longer you wait, the more scavengers are going to spawn in, especially from like directly behind you. And just when they start surrounding you is when it becomes especially difficult. I'm going to look at the cycle time now. I'm saving a lot of time. Okay, this is definitely enough time to make it. I think I can make it to the shelter. I'm going to. I'm fairly confident. I'll have to check again at the end of Shaded. But I'm fairly confident I'll be able to make it through all the way to the shoreline shelter that I want to stay at. And I kind of need to because I don't have any food yet. That is where I'm planning to get food, right before the shoreline gates. I guess if I really need to, I could stay in that shelter by the gates instead. Mediocre. Perfect. Now, I'm going to be blind for a bit. These rooms are very dark. Or, shaded, some may say. The Overseer tried to help me out. Compared to Hunter, this path is very chill. No spitter spiders. And, I mean, like, spiders are very harmless anyway. I say that, and then I'm going to die to a spider. I need a spear here. Oops. What is that? That's a scavenger. I'll be honest, I have not learned how to do these rooms without seeing. I'm kind of just like holding the fast roll button and hoping that it works out, and usually it kind of does. Yeah, spitter spiders are really rough. That was fast. Like a fast bull climb that like transitioned into a tunnel. Oh, I didn't mean to fall down, but I guess we're doing this path now. I had a rock out of Junior. Yeah, I hopped there on that platform. Whoops. I don't know why I did that. I'm not really lit. You pounce there. That's a spider. Please move. I don't have a spear. Do I have a spear? They're chill. That's not a very good wall pounce. I love wall pounces, but they are still problems sometimes. Actually, don't need much more food. Is it about to rain? It might be about to rain, like, right now. Yes. Okay. Well, I'll have to shelter here and then get more food. Unfortunate. That was a really long cycle, though, so I don't even know if it's possible to get to that shelter. It probably is. If I practice shaded movement a lot, and if I hit a lot more AI hop, it'd probably be possible. But I'm pretty sure that I sheltered here in my previous run anyway, so I'm not really losing any time in comparison. Also, gates. Wait, what the heck? Is that split accurate? No way that I just saved 9 minutes. I'm in shoreline now, so I guess that split is right. Did I die and shaded or something? That's the last bit of food that I need for real this time. Or maybe I split when I enter the shelter. Well, I'm just gonna not worry about that. Oh shoot. Is this a problem? No, it's not a problem. No need to worry. Drop both neurons, swallow this, and then grab both of these. I think this is how you do it. Shoot, I'm not very confident. Actually, yeah, I remember now. This was the split that I forgot to do. I remember messing that up. So when I enter the submerged gate, I think that's when this time is supposed to happen. Also, we're in downpour now, so Jetfish can't knock items out of my hands. Thank goodness. See, that would have happened just now. Also, I've heard that it might be possible to navigate submerged superstructure with a jetfish instead of a bubbleweed, or many bubbleweed. But if jetfish worked, then that would be like a huge time save because you're just moving faster constantly. But I have never really bothered with experimenting with it. I'm kind of have the feeling that it wouldn't work out at all, because that sounds kind of terrifying. You'd only be able to breathe for like Monk has like even shorter breath than Survivor. So they're just hoping that you're just relying on a jetfish. I don't feel great about that, you know. Also, I do need more food. I guess I'll just eat this while I'm here. Is there a Aquapede here. And then the bubbleweed ran out, but we don't need it anymore. So that's when the split should have been, but that's still a crazy time save. Can I make it through the entirety of Submerge in this one cycle? I feel like I should be able to, right? It's only one region. And this is a long cycle. The main thing that I'm worried about is trying to remember the routes for bubbleweed. Like when you need to pick up the bubbleweed, when you need to like swallow them, or, you know. I'm not entirely confident about that. Or if I can even just remember the routes through Submerge at all. I think I do. I did review it before starting the stream. I'm just gonna go. Just hope for the best. Ooh, that's. If the bubbleweed went the other way, that would be unfortunate because it just float in the sky for a while. But this is the same for rivulets for a few rooms, and it diverges. This route. Also, holding 2 bubbleweed here is pointless. It doesn't do anything, but it's funny. And then go this way. Then swim down and then to the left or the right. Then refresh bubbleweed here. There's a Leviathan in the next room. There's no threat level though. Huh. I guess they haven't entered from the off-screen den. Don't need stomach bubbleweed anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last one was the only time it's necessary. In this room, swim up to the right. Nope, that's wrong. The next room, I think, is like that. Shoot, can this bubbleweed last? I'm worried about this all of a sudden. Nope, just in time. Here, go down. Remember to take this path because it's a hidden pipe. Wow, a shelter over there? That's crazy. Got stuck for a little bit. Leviathan check? No Leviathan. Yes, Leviathan. Huh. Well, shoot. Oh, I guess that's it then. Huh. I thought I did. I actually went out of my way to reset the saves before the stream, but I guess I did it wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna continue, but that's. I mean, the run is over at this point. Huh. Oh shoot. Shoreline. Whoa, Monk, you are really bad at this. I was just swimming like normal. You know, it kind of bothers me that the Cycle Zero run for Artificer is the more popular run. At least recently it's been. Because it's not an official category. And so people are spending time on Cycle Zero runs when they could just be doing normal speedruns and submitting their time to the leaderboards. And contributing to, like, to tech for the, like, you know, optimizations in the store percent run. Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Does this count as giving a neuron to Moon? I think she needs to pick it up, right? Wait, oh yeah, of course, she already has the cloak, I guess. Even though I reset the save file. That's strange though. I don't know why that happened. Do I need to like reset my save like completely? Like just delete it? Delete the save file? Instead of just hitting the reset button in the settings menu? Because I remember I specifically went out of my way to reset the save file and then go with work menu to check if the cloak was there. And I checked, alright, the cloak is there, I can do runs now. That's Moon split. Wow, 7 minutes time save, that's crazy. And there's only like one shelter we stay in, so it's not like you can go to the wrong shelter. Should have eaten it though. I'm not gonna eat the neurons. That was a crazy jump. Oh, this is real time on the live split because it took me longer to navigate the passage menu. Wait, do I have full food already? I might. Not like any of this matters anywhere. But, you know, just because why not, I guess. Yeah, start with 2 food. Yeah, eating a neuron it does help out because you go through shaded. Some runes in Submerge are pretty dark, and then filtration. So like all those dark areas where having light would be beneficial. But I feel like it just takes so long to wait for like to get neurons in the first place. Just waiting for 1 extra neuron and 5 pebbles takes like it can take like 30 seconds. It could take a minute, you know. Pressed up too early. That's a movement of all time. Actually, I could probably make it all the way to Outer Expanse with this much time left. I'm gonna try that. This will be another experiment. I didn't mean to go this way, but it doesn't matter. I believe the rain stops being lethal once you enter Outer Expanse and leave Sunken Pier. There's the like one really long room with the trains that you use the grapple worm for in for Gourmand. That's probably not important detail, but it's a room where the color palette changes very drastically from one side to the other, and I'm pretty sure at that point rain is no longer lethal. Well, I'm actually not entirely confident because I actually saw someone die to rain in Outer Expanse recently. It might have been. Oh. You kind of ruin things. But maybe that's just like the lower parts of Outer Expanse that still have the rain, whereas the top parts have like the light rain. Okay, thank you for going that way. This next room is a bit scary. Just one rock works out. I mean, there's another shelter that I can choose to take if I feel like I don't have enough time. And I have enough food for it. Get out of here, Batfly. I mean, there's like a good like 4 minutes left or something. If I read that correctly. That's probably enough time. I'm gonna risk it anyway. I mean, I might as well take this opportunity to learn something that I wouldn't risk in a run normally. I probably would risk it. I was trying to grab onto that earlier pole for some reason. Grapple worm. Where would you get a grapple worm? Like on the wall? in that area. You'd have to bring that through the entire rest of the run, though. You have to carry a, YouTube, you good? Or shoot, is it the internet? That's a centipede. I need an item. Ow. Okay. Kinda close. Keeping it interesting for the content. See, okay, it's raining now, so I did make it in time. I didn't even think about the rain. Also, it's funny how the rain just started instantaneously. There was no transition into it at all. It's just raining now. There's also a help that I need to deal with that you usually don't need to. Or you don't need to worry about. You geeks. I didn't want to pick one up now. I take the occasional risk here and there. Sorry about that. Shoot, was that a noodle fly? Actually, just do regular side pounces now. For the geeks. You can choose to not do the big jump if you want to. You have more control over that. Would you like his? Oh no, the wormgrass got the squid Kata. Oh, there's two of you now. That's cool. Who knows where they went? Shoot. Yeek. We got him. Nice jump, dude. Oh, shoot, you can't jump out of water anymore, so I have to do this kind of roundabout way. I'm wondering where some more right or let's just go through every color there is. Blue lizards. Jump, dude. I think you need to hold down jump more than just tap it for geeks. Okay, that's close. That's a dude. You make sacrifices here. Lines are necessary. And there's more Yeeks right here. Nice roll pounce, dude. Well, it would have been wonderful. Yeah, I did reset the save file. All of these are empty.
That's cool.
This run is invalid because there was no cloak for no reason. One of the objectives is to get the cloak from Submerged Superstructure to bring it to Moon. But I guess she already had the cloak. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I did it on the other save file. That'd be really bizarre though if that carried over. Like if you get the cloak on any save file at all, then she has the cloak. That'd be really strange though. That sucks, man. Everything else was totally fine, honestly. Just because the game didn't work as it was supposed to. I'll check one last time though. Or maybe Word Menu was trolling me and it showed me like a fake cloak. Well, I have some splits to compare against, I guess, so I can see if I can try to improve this time. Although I'll have to spend some time giving the cloak to Moon, so this run is technically a little bit faster than it would be otherwise. And I definitely don't have enough time for another run. Well, I guess I could do like one run if I started it like right now. But I need to test this. So she had the cloak, right? They just have to be reset. So there's no longer any runs at all. New campaign. And you know what? Let's shelter first. Maybe it needs to shelter to check if things are like in the right place. So let's head to Submerged Superstructure. Here. Can't even eat them all. That's weird. That's weird, isn't it? It would literally be impossible for me to finish a run right now. I can check the other save files. Although I feel like I've already gotten the cloak on those save files too. And I have to reset maybe every single save slot for this to be fixed. This was a challenge, right? Let's check Submerge first. Oh, okay, so it's here on this save file. Shoreline. Okay, so where's the cloak now? Do I need to actually go and delete the save file? Okay, I'll do that. Shoot, where are the save files? How do you find this again? I've done this before, but I forget exactly. Not there. Rain World, there you are. No, you aren't. I did this a whole lot when doing one of the like tournament things. We use like save files a whole lot. I'll check that again. Okay, here it is. The game. Also, what do you guys see? That screen. Saves 3. Goodbye. I'm still recording. I don't need to be recording anymore. Yeah, that tournament. Okay, so this is like completely refreshed the save file. Oh, nice! You actually completed the run. That's cool. I forgot to skip the cutscene. I hope the game doesn't fall apart. It didn't. Congratulations. I'll stay in the shelter again. I don't know if this does anything, but just to make sure that's actually working. Hey, I mean, a run with that time, with like 4 deaths, that's definitely like really improvable. If you want to try to keep running Monk Story percent. Submerged. Hyper rogue streamer. Is that a rare occurrence? Okay, the cloak is finally back. And I'll check Moon just to make sure. AI. Okay, so this is actually working as it should. Now just making sure, if I reset, is the cloak still there? Because I feel like when I checked earlier, the cloak wasn't, or it was there. Submerged. Okay, it is. I'm not crazy. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess I'll stream this again. And maybe I'll try to improve that time and actually finish the run properly. I'm cursed or something. That's really strange though, because also I feel like this should really be fixed. Or maybe like addressed in some way, because having to like go into your files and delete the save file every time you want to do an attempt of this category, maybe that should be changed. Although it would be strange if you just had to like pretend that you had the cloak, even if it's not there. I don't know. I don't really know how this could be fixed without, just forcing you to go into your save files to fix it if it's not there. And you also have to like before every single run use like work menu to like check if the cloak is even there in the first place. Because if you do a whole run and you make it there and it's like, oh, the cloak is not there, I guess I just wasted 40 minutes. It could be in the remix settings, like have it so that the cloak is always, or it never saves between like between runs. That would be nice just for this one category. But that's probably too specific though to really be important. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm probably gonna have to like bring this up because that run was really good. Everything about that run was like totally fine, other than the fact that it just broke, and that was just completely out of my control. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. See ya.